Welcome to Toy Hill Studio. My name is Kendall Kessler. I wasn't able to get to a demo YouTube this week, but I did want to catch people up on my Blue Ridge work. This is a beautiful sunset at Wintergreen, wonderful resort on the Blue Ridge Parkway. When I first started making YouTubes, I had read that it was better to have very quick ones, that 50 seconds to a minute was a good way to do it. Now I'm reading that it's better to have long ones, maybe 20 minutes. Well, my demo ones are about that, but I don't want these ones where I'm showing some of my artwork to be that long, but I'm going to talk a little more. I usually go real quick in these. Go longer this time. Okay, this is Distant View of Peaks of Otter. It's one of my many award-winning works of the Blue Ridge Parkway, and it's in a professional frame. I did a number of my 16 by 12 paintings in professional frames that I think turned out real well. This is the only one that hasn't been sold yet. Most of the time, though, I use very inexpensive frames so that if the person doesn't like the frame, they can have it professionally framed the way they want it. Okay, and then down here is a black swallowtail at the Radford Public Flower Garden. It's not there anymore, but for a while there, my husband was planting flowers there to attract butterflies, and this is based on a photograph that I took of a beautiful black swallowtail as it landed on one of those flowers. Then I like to do a lot of florals. This is the roses by our driveway, and I think this turned out real well. The roses are on their own vines, but then behind it was a bush that I thought made a very nice accent and worked well with the spacing of the painting. I love the way the colors in roses change as they die. It's just a beautiful effect that I think I captured very well. And then down here is a fisherman at Pawleys Island, a beautiful South Carolina resort that we've been to many times, and I've done many paintings of, sold many paintings and many prints of this beautiful place. And I do want to mention, as I've mentioned before, that it's either my camera or YouTube, but the colors are going to be a little bit washed out. Someone very kindly pointed out that I could get some kind of help with that, some kind of site, and I'm just so slow at this stuff that I'm just really not going to get around to that for a while. So be sure to click on the links to get a really accurate view of the colors. And this is a memory. My grandmother, maternal grandmother, had the most beautiful grounds with azaleas. She had this winding path with azaleas that you'd walk through her grounds through. And this is not that garden, but I saw something that reminded me of it, so I made this painting and called it a memory. And then down here, I have done a lot of wildlife. This is one of my most popular ones. This is Lion Stare. I think the look on the lion's face pretty much says it all. And then down here I have done a lot of portraits, a lot of commissioned portraits, and then portraits of people that I just want to do. This is my younger sister with our dog Bo. Bo was actually a poodle, but we just thought it looked real cute to grow his hair out and look like a little woolly bear. Then I'm going to have to move slowly over here to get to some others. I've noticed in YouTube you can really have an awful lot of camera shake, and I'm trying to avoid that. I'm going to get back on my stool here. Get back up to the other ones you've seen. And then up here is a painting of my son. As I said, I've done a lot of portraits. I think I want to get back off the stool so you can see it better. He spent a lot of time reading when he was young, and he especially liked Thomas the Tank Engine books. He got to the point where he could actually recite them word for word. And then over here is one of my Nooks and Crannies paintings. This is clouds over the Blue Ridge. And then over here, one of my still lifes. When I started out painting, like a lot of artists, I was more into just what it looked like, what it was of, or maybe some drama or some meaning. And then like a lot of artists, you start to just really see it as a visual experience, as an arrangement. And I see a still life as being just as exciting as a dramatic scene of people. It's all a matter of arrangement of the space and the colors. I used to tell students that a really good artist could make a painting of a trash can something to look at. I'll never forget when one of my students went outside and took me up on it. She found a trash can, she made a painting of it, and even though it was just a trash can, it was a really exciting, dynamic painting. Thank you for watching. The links to my artwork are in the description.